content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to
one part of me says, no, don't go there. Because look what they're doing with the Mexican talent that they got there.
That's true.
They're coming out with a fucking piñata.
Well, you know what would be nice and interesting is that if, hypothetically speaking,
they stop Herb and Ray.
Exactly.
Damn. I gave this a 4.5 stars.
Wow, that's a lot of stars.
I really liked this match.
Did you really like it?
Yeah.
Nice as shoes.
Yeah, I mean
that was stupid.
But the way he was doing it though, it wasn't like he was, doing the two-step and doing hopscotch. So big shout out to them mofos out there. Why did I sound country? Is there a reason why I did that?
Because you're trying to be all country Australian and stuff.
Apparently so. Son of a bitch.
To license it.
And then he looks at Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels, I don't know if he was looking at The Miz or he was looking at something else. I have no idea.
Oh, my God, Tony, really?
Here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Mimi Goody.
Hello.
And the super dog, Bailey. I had to say, because I'm so used to saying everybody that's here. And I just happened to look at my dog. Yes, her name is Bailey. And that's why I said that. I mean, I don't know. So we got a jam-packed weekend for you. We have NXT Takeover Toronto. And, of course, the big one, SummerSlam, which means that it is for a prize of the Wrestling POV's box. So whoever comes in first gets the box. But, again, I have to remind you guys that if you are affiliated with Wrestling POV in any kind of way, you are not eligible. But it's us versus them pretty much, because we don't want them to get this box.
Word.
It'll carry over to the Survivor Series. So it's going to be a lot of fun. 10 matches in all, from what I counted. They haven't added anything yet as of now, but sometimes they'll do a last-minute thing and just go off of what we post, people. Okay? I will explain the rules later on the show if you are new to the game, of course, and I don't know why I do, because they do whatever the fuck they want to do anyway.
Exactly.
So, all right. So there is not going to be a Facebook poll, because I didn't put one out there because I knew this was going to be one of those long shows, with NXT TakeOver and SummerSlam, and I didn't do a hot tag news this week because of NXT TakeOver and SummerSlam. So with that being said, we are going to go over the news.
But first, let's get into some birthdays. Alexa Bliss turns 28.
Good God Almighty.
Yes, Wade Barrett turns 39.
Oh, wow. Wade Barrett.
And Shayna Baszler. Did I say it right this time? Baszler?
Yeah, it's Baszler. Rick, I don't know why he says Baszler.
Well, she turns 39.
No.
And Little Miss Sable.
Mm-hmm.
She turns 52.
Oh, wow. Bearing the kids of Brock Lesnar.
I know.
I don't think anybody ever saw that one coming.
Never. Savio Vega.
My friend.
Turns 55 years old.
Wow.
And last but not least, on SummerSlam, Hulk Hogan. What you gonna do? Turn 62.
Damn. Yeah, you still rhyming and stealing. There you go.
Yeah, I know.
I bet Booker T is going to send him a birthday present.
Yeah, I bet he is.
All right. So
take it away, Tony.
Yeah. All right. With that being said, let's go over the wrestling news from around the world. All right. Now, the recent contract The Undertaker signed with WWE is long enough that it will likely keep him there for life. It's like, Jesus, man. They did everything in their power just to make sure that The Undertaker stays. That's crazy. And I can guarantee you that that Vince gave him pretty much whatever he wanted.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Shoot.
Gave him
He's
whatever
an
he wanted.
icon. Take care of that brother for life.
Yeah.
Shit.
He doesn't want to see him in another promotion, and hey,
I don't blame him.
And another thing too, I'm pretty sure that that's in the contract that he cannot go to AEW for any kind of reason at all. Oh my God! And to explain about the monstrosity that happened on SmackDown, this is what I found out was that Vince McMahon once again tore up the script for SmackDown late in the day and rewrote the whole show last minute. So my thing is that obviously Eric Bischoff has not taken over yet. And I heard that too. But it's like, seriously, dude, let them just do what they're probably trying to go out with a bang. Let them do it.
I know, because it's sucks.
You know, the thing of it is, like this past Thursday, it was Sami Zayn versus Aleister Black, and that was supposed to be on SummerSlam. It was supposed to be on SummerSlam, but they decided to do it on SmackDown because Vince didn't know pretty much what to do. Now, I'm not going to sit here and bash Vince. This other part of the news, which I thought was really, really pretty cool, and I think, and I could be wrong, so if somebody out there could correct me, but Harley Race, apparently Vince took care of his medical bills and took care of his flight because he had to go from Georgia to, I think, Atlanta. I could be wrong, but Vince took care of that. He took care, and it was like a medical flight or something like that, a special medical, and he couldn't afford it. So Vince flipped the bill for it, so that way he can get rushed there to spend time with his family. So I believe it was his daughter or son or something like that, you know, thanking Vince because, and this is the quote too, "You gave me 2 more days with my dad, and I appreciate that." So, you know, that's nice. So, you know,
I mean, as much as a dick that he is, he does have a big heart.
He does, you know, and I can't really bash the guy all the time because it wouldn't be right. You know,
No.
I love this world of professional wrestling, and it doesn't make sense for me or anybody. You know, I mean, you know, it's good to critique and say, you know, I didn't like it or this and that, but, you know, to bash it every single time, it's really not fair. The guy's been around for years.
Right.
Does he know what he's doing? I would have to say, yeah, because he's been doing it for so damn long.
Exactly.
You know, he took wrestling to a whole other level. And, you know, there's a lot of people that tries to imitate that, you know, and some people are trying to be in competition with him, which TNA tried. They failed. AEW is in the game now, and we'll see how they do, you know. I mean, not bashing AEW either, but they got a great mind in Cody Rhodes, which I think, in my opinion, and we'll probably have a discussion about this later on in another episode, but in my opinion, where AEW is at right now, they got too many Chiefs and not enough Indians.
I have to agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They got the Young Bucks. They got Cody Rhodes. They got Jericho. They got Kenny Omega. It's like, to me, that's a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in the game for a while where I've seen so many promotions where the promotion was owned by a wrestler and the wrestler always just put over himself and his friends. Mm-hmm. And I'm starting to see that with AEW.
Right.
Prove me wrong when they start airing on TNT or TBS or some shit. Prove me wrong then. But until then, that's what I've been seeing. And it's kind of like that. You're not going to get people wanting to work for you if that's how it's going to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm hoping not. I really am. I think Cody Rhodes should be the only one in charge, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's got a good mind for it. And, you know, his bloodline, you know, with Dusty Rhodes, and then he's got his brother, you know, it's he can do it himself, is what I'm trying to say. He doesn't need Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks are so young. at the game, still, in my opinion, that that's another discussion.
I was gonna say that's another episode by itself.
I'm like ugh. Anyway, seriously, it's like ridiculous. All right, straight to rumors. Let's go there. Has been talk that a lot of big names will be starting with WWE in September at the Performance Center. One of those names could be, check this shit out, Lucha Underground's King Cuerno. So if you're a fan of Lucha Underground, then you know who King Cuerno is.
Look, I got goose pimples.
But the thing of it is, and I don't want to make it about this, but I'm going to have to. I would be ecstatic to see King Cuerno in WWE, but I'm like, one part of me says, no, don't go there. Because look what they're doing with the Mexican talent that they got there. They're coming out with a fucking piñata. You can't be serious with that, Yeah. So, anyway.
Well, hopefully, all the bullshit that's been going on with the shootings in El Paso and stuff like that. I mean, that Vince changes his view of the Mexican talent that they got there.
But what I want to know, though, is that whose idea was it to come out in the fucking piñata?
I know.
And then I also want to know, back in the day, with Juventud Guerrera, when they came out as the Lucha Cool,
some
shit like that, and they came out in the lawnmower. It's like, dude, you cannot be serious with this. You know what I'm saying? Whose idea was it?
I know.
But then again, you look at probably one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion, in Eddie Guerrero, he became champion.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if these, and you look at Andrade. You know what I'm saying? I think what it is that they can't be a group. Seriously, they cannot be a group. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
You guys listening, Lucha House Party, go solo.
Yes, I agree.
I think that's going to be your deal. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Aleister Black with Sami Zayn, that was for SummerSlam. Yeah, there was just other things that they were going to add to SummerSlam, and obviously they took away, if you heard me earlier, they were going to take away the Aleister Black and Sami Zayn match. They already did that. A Fatal 4-Way, they already did that. Drew Gulak, Oney Lorcan, that's already on the card. And Drew McIntyre versus Cedric Alexander. I didn't see that on the card, but it's rumored that might be a match. So I'm going to guess that is going to be on the pre-show. So, and finally, a mask versus hair match against Rey Mysterio. By the way, likely won't happen. All right, so I've just ruined it. No, apparently because they don't want Andrade cutting his hair and they don't want Mysterio losing his mask. So, honestly, I would, because I thought that's where they were going with.
Right.
Because he tore off his mask that one time, and then when they fought again, he went reaching for it again. And he didn't succeed, obviously, but, when I saw it even that first time, I was like, damn, they might do a hair versus mask match. I would love to see that, but they have their feelings on Andrade not losing his hair and Rey Mysterio losing his mask. So there you go.
Well, what would be nice and interesting is that, hypothetically speaking, that
they stop Herb and Ray.
Exactly.
Damn.
Exactly.
Jeez.
So, but,
Luis.
All right, that's it.
All right. So that's all I got for the rumors. Mimi, you're taking over injuries.
Bobby Lashley went under surgery to remove bone spurs from his elbow. They say he's still on track to return early November.
Bummer.
I know.
All right. Well, hey, it is what it is. But you know what? And it's not funny, but I was really getting into the storyline between him and Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my
that was really good.
It was. All right, so like I said, didn't throw a hot tag news out there this week because this was, we had NXT TakeOver and, of course, we had the SummerSlam predictions game. So we're going to go straight on to Raw Notes. All right, so they started off with a moment of silence for El Paso and Dayton for the horrific shooting. And what a lot of people don't know is that myself and Mimi Goody, we lived literally like 30 minutes from El Paso.
Yeah.
From where the shootings happened, and it set off an alert on our phone, and we were watching the news all day. And this show, we really rarely get political or anything like that, and we probably never will. And that's because that's not why we do this show.
Right.
But it was very sad, and the monsters that did it deserve everything they get, and if they get the death penalty, I'm not going to be opposed to it.
No.
So it was nice that WWE did this, and of course, many prayers and blessings to them. But then this Raw started weird. It started with Samoa Joe upset, standing on the announce table, pissed off about him being blamed for the attack on Roman Reigns on SmackDown. Samoa Joe said that he's not going anywhere until he gets an apology. And then, so I'm like, all right, I can dig this. This is going to go somewhere. But then fucking Becky's music hit.
Yeah, why would they do such a thing like that? That was just like, was he taking too long? All right, fine.
Not you. No, it was the fact they did that. Why would they? It was like, and Samoa Joe looked lost.
Right?
He did. He was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" Wait a minute. I was trying to hold this hostage. Oh my god. Anyway, she walks down to the ring. It was a good start, but like I said, why they cut him off with Becky's music? They could have waited. They could have done something.
Yeah.
My only explanation is that I guess he wasn't supposed to do it. That's the only thing I can think of. Anyway, so Becky and Charlotte versus Natalya and Trish Stratus. Trish didn't even get in the ring.
What?
I know.
I'm like, what the hell is going on with this? Oh my god. That sounds like her beginning intro.
It does.
Anyway, it was Trish Stratus. So it was a cheat shot by Charlotte. Ended up with Natalya putting Becky in a sharpshooter. The winner was by DQ, Becky and Charlotte. I gave it a 2 because it was pretty cool because it was a different side of Natalya that we saw. We haven't seen this side of Natalya in a very, very long time. And I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen with this. So, I gave it a 2 because, like I said, I did like it. I didn't like the fact that Trish didn't get involved, but I see why they did it. I know why they did it. Mimi, what did you give this?
I gave this a 2.
What?
Okay.
Yes, a 2.
All right, no problem. All right, so then up next, which for me was match of the night on Raw, it was Rey Mysterio versus Andrade. This was so nonstop. It's like these guys didn't even take a second to breathe. I was just like, my God, man.
I know, right?
Very, very, very good match. This was and I'm saying it already, but this was the best part of Raw. I gave this a 4.5 stars.
Wow, that's a lot of stars.
I really liked this match.
Did you really like it?
Yeah, I did. Trying to be funny?
Yeah. I gave it a 3.
Why?
Well, I mean, I was interested. I was taken back by it, but that's the highest point that I gave.
This was a good match.
It was a very good match.
Son of a gun. All right, so then Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman promo. Seth's music hit, and he came out limping, but Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of him. This was the only, and I'll be honest with you, the only reason why I gave this 1.5 stars
Damn,
is
you
because,
gave it that much?
Yeah, because Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of Seth.
That's the only reason why I gave it a 1.
And let me tell you something.
And not
if
a half.
that didn't happen, it definitely would have been a half a star. But I gave it a 1.5 because Brock beat the shit out of him.
I know, right?
Oh, my Lord. And then up next, it was the Viking Raiders versus 2 jobbers. Don't know who they are. I gave this a 1 because before I was liking the fact that they were destroying these jobbers, but now it's kind of like, all right, you're not getting anywhere with this anytime soon. So what the fuck are you guys doing?
I know.
So I gave it a 1 star. What did you give it?
I gave it a 0.5. I mean,
Wow.
I want them to fight.
I want AOP to come out.
Right. Well, I don't want to diss the indie guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I want them to fight WWE guys.
Right. No. But at the same time, though, it's not a diss on the indie guys if they're not doing anything with them.
Right.
You know, like they did with James Ellsworth and they did with the Milkman. Remember him? He comes out and freaking takes his clothes off in the middle of the ring to fight Kane in his underwear.
In his underwear.
Weird. But no, I'm just getting tired of it. It's like, come on now. So yeah, I gave it a 1. Now it's funny because apparently Vince is not high on these guys at all. Not at all. He doesn't believe that they're that athletic. He doesn't believe that they're that talented. He doesn't believe that the fans will like them and shit like that because of them portraying Vikings. It's like, Vince, come on, you came up with the gobbledygooker, so come up with something else.
I know, right? Shit.
All right, so then it was Drew McIntyre versus Cedric Alexander with Kurt Angle as a special guest referee. Drew attacked Cedric from behind. The match never started. Then all of a sudden, the Fiend appeared and gave the mandible claw to Kurt. I gave it a 2.5 because it didn't involve Finn.
No.
You know, granted, we saw the Fiend. I was happy. Obviously, it looks like his finisher is going to be the mandible claw. But it had nothing to do with Finn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I gave it a 2.5, 2.5, because it was action. There was action there. Drew's a beast, and that's what he's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying?
Word.
All right. So what'd you get?
I gave it a 2.
You gave it a 2? All right. Yeah. It's about right. So then it was the New Day versus the OC. Only a minute in, and AJ came in. They started beating up the New Day. Then Ricochet came out, cleaned house. I'm sure it was going to be a 6-man tag after that, and sure enough, it was a 6-man tag. So it was New Day and Ricochet versus the OC. The winners was the OC. I liked it, so I gave it a 3.
I gave it a 3 as well.
Good, though. I'm glad.
Yeah.
You know, something different now, finally. Jesus. Jeez, Luis. Do you know
and Cardi B.
It's what?
I said G's Cardi B.
Okay, sure. Not what I said, but
the
okay,
Lord
sure.
and Cardi B.
The Lord and Cardi B. So then it was Samoa Joe. He comes out calling out Roman Reigns. Samoa Joe is just sitting in the ring, gets word that Roman just pulled up in a parking lot. Samoa Joe goes to the parking lot, and as Roman was coming out the car, another car came flying and almost hit him as he was getting out of the car. This kind of throws me back to the Attitude Era days. I didn't give it a high rating. I just gave it a 2 because, you know, it's that whole mystery thing. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
I was like, okay, all right, I'll tag along, sure. So I gave it a 2. It was interesting to see Samoa Joe trying to help and calling for help. So is this going to be a face turn for Samoa Joe?
I gave it a 1.5 because it was stupid.
Okay, well, it's a mystery, so you gotta go with it.
I'm going with it. I'm talking about Joe being freaking nice as you.
Yeah,
that was stupid.
But the way he was doing it, though, it wasn't like he was, doing the 2-step and doing hopscotch. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You got to give him some,
Well, I did. That's why I gave it 1.5.
Oh, Jesus. So, all right. So now, the Iconics versus the Kabuki Warriors versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. This was elimination. So it was a fatal 4-way elimination. A big shout out to Australia. I love Australia.
Down under.
I love the Iconics, as y'all know. So big shout out to them mofos out there. Why did I sound country? Is there a reason why I did that?
Because you're trying to be all country Australian and stuff.
Apparently so. Son of a bitch, I did it again. Anyway, the Iconics were the first ones to get eliminated.
What the fuck? I hate when the champions get eliminated
exactly.
like that.
Exactly. They could have at least saved them for last.
Exactly.
My
fucking
God.
herbing them out. And I don't like the Iconics. No, I love Australia, but I don't like the Iconics.
They didn't herb them out because they were in the ring kicking ass.
But I still think they herbed them out. Because how are you going to do that to the...
It's the
why
way
don't you do that to fucking New Day?
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus.
Come on now.
I think they did. I could be wrong, but I thought they did. But no, you're right. In this case, they shouldn't have had the Iconics get eliminated first. I know they did it because of the shock value, and it's like, oh my God, so that means we're going to get new champions. But at the same time, it's kind of like, No. I'd rather seen it the other way where people will get, because people are already pissed off that they're champions anyway, so might as well leave them for last.
Right,
you know?
but the thing is,
have them pin those other two that got eliminated.
Well, exactly, and the thing is that people already think that the Iconics can't wrestle.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So just put them up there to show their skills, because I mean, these
I
bitches
agree.
can wrestle.
They can.
They're annoying motherfuckers, but they can wrestle. They're annoying.
No, they portray probably their best character in the whole roster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're heels and they do really, really, really good at it. I love.
Well,
I don't know why, but
heels.
this is me personally. I love the chicken shit heel.
Yeah.
It is the best character anybody could ever do. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of comedy to it, but you still like them as a character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always like the Iconics. Is for them, I don't want to call them green because they're not, but to see their character develop.
They're gringas.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
But to see them develop their character the way they did, and I grew to like them, and I was like, you know what? No, they got something here.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to get eliminated first. No, they shouldn't have.
I agree.
I agree with. So they were eliminated first. Then Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville were eliminated. So then it was just down to the Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. New champions in Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Now, a lot of people were expecting the Kabuki Warriors to win the belt. They gave it to Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. Now, I don't really have a problem with it. Because Nikki Cross got her first title. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the tag titles. She was kind of matching what Alexa Bliss was wearing to make them look like a team. But it's an odd team.
Yeah.
It's a very odd team.
I don't like it.
For them, but I'm still happy that they are. Hopefully, they'll do more than what they did with the Iconics. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is that if Alexa Bliss gets injured again, they need to give that girl a vacation of some sorts, because every time she's injured, they still feel compelled to use her in some kind of way in wrestling. It's like, no, just let her go. Let some other girls come up and shine, man. That's why, like with Nikki Cross, do I like the angle that she's doing with Alexa Bliss? No, I don't. Because she's talented on her own, but it's getting her TV time. You know, I don't like the character, but she's on TV. You know what I'm saying? Is it a take it or leave it type thing? Yeah, it is, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. You know, because she does have a good fan base.
Yes, she does.
You know what I'm saying? So congrats to them. They won the championship. I gave it a 2.5 only because they got rid of the Iconics so soon. If it was the other way around, I probably would have gave it a 3.
Yeah, so, I gave it a 1. Oh. I mean, no, sorry, a 2.
Jeez. All right.
I gave it a 2.
So the final, it was Miz TV with the contract signing with Dolph Ziggler and Shawn Michaels. Dolph comes out. He just signs the contract. They went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The Miz finally grabs the mic and he says, I can't wait to face you next Monday. And then I think as soon as he said that, I was like, oh my God, the Miz fucked up his lines. He just messed up his lines. Oh my God, he just screwed up. But then when I saw the look on Dolph Ziggler's face, I was like, okay, maybe he didn't. This is a ruse coming in. So, where is it? He's not. So then, no, I lost my spot on my papers. So
Rick,
the Miz says on SummerSlam he's not facing the Miz, and then he looks at Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels, I don't know if he was looking at the Miz or he was looking at something else. I have no idea.
Oh my God, Tony, really?
I was waiting for that one.
Well, we say
duck and deer hunting.
Well, we call, and in Spanish we call it marisol. Un ojo mira al mar, el otro mira al sol.
Whoa! Somebody hit the SIP button out this son of a bitch. All right, just kidding. But Shawn Michaels looks at him and he goes, "Well, don't look at me. It's not me." And then all of a sudden, Goldberg's music hits. So. With everybody saying that it wasn't going to be Goldberg, it wasn't going to be Shawn Michaels, guess what? Ended up being Goldberg. I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. And the reason why is because Goldberg is still an attraction. I don't care what anybody says. He had a bad match. Everybody has a bad match. You know what I'm saying? Jesus, don't freaking get on the guy because he had a bad match with The Undertaker. Shit happens. Word. This would be I mean, are you kidding me? Goldberg versus The Undertaker? Yeah, that's a match anybody would love to see.
Right.
Did they screw it up? Hell yeah. It was probably the worst matches of his career.
Yeah.
So, what I'm trying to say is that everybody else gave The Undertaker a second chance, so to speak, when he went and he did that match. And he tore it up. Maybe Goldberg will do it this time.
Right.
So you guys got to give him a break.
Word.
Give him a break.
Give me a break.
He went in and said, grabbed the mics, and he looked at Ziggler and says, "You're next." And of course, his music hit, and that was the end of Raw. I gave that segment a 2.5, only because with the rumors, and the rumors were tight too about Goldberg, that it wasn't going to be Goldberg, that it wasn't going to be Shawn Michaels. I was like, the anticipation was there for me that shit, maybe it might be somebody else.
Right.
But then even when it was still Goldberg, I was like, all right, I still dig it. So I gave it a 2.5. I didn't give it nothing huge, but I gave it a 2.5.
I gave it a 2.
Okay. So overall, for me, Raw was a 2. That's what I gave it. What'd you get?
I got overall, Raw was a 2, but my exact points is 1.94.
Yeah, the actual, it was a 2.388.
Wow.
So, so, I mean, obviously it doesn't go to a 2.5, but it went down to a 2. That's it. So, that is your Raw. Look at that, 30 minutes in.
Wow.
Dang, that's a record for us.
I'm saying.
But we still got a lot to go. Son of a gun. Lord and mighty and good Lord. But stick around, though. Why? Because we got the Wrestling POV pay-per-view points game SummerSlam. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Miguel Cole from the Wrestling POV podcast. Wrestling POV and Wrestling POV Global is affiliated with the Collar and Elbow brand. Go to collarandelbowbrand.com and save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. Collar and Elbow has t-shirts, hoodies, sunglasses, and more. And the best part, you're helping out your local indie wrestlers. And you're helping out the best wrestling podcast of all, Wrestling POV and Wrestling POV Global. You don't want to miss out. So save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. Oh my goodness!
Hi, I'm WWE superstar Charlotte Flair, also known as the Queen. And listen to Wrestling POV podcast and always do it with Flair. Woo!
And we are back from Charlotte Flair. Yes. Charlotte Flair loves us, people. She does. But Mimi, you know what time it is.
It's time for the
Smackdown Breakdown.
Are you ready?
Bad.
Break it down! Degenerate into something cool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah. That's a break, little man. Break it down.
Alright, SmackDown started with Charlotte Flair's promo.
Terrible.
It was. And then Trish Stratus came out and slapped those shoes.
Yeah, she did, man.
Out of Charlotte. I was like, oh man. She slapped the taste out that bitch's mouth.
Damn. Charlotte's our friend. Remember that.
She's your friend.
Wow.
I gave this a 2.
Yeah, I gave it a 2 only because I was hoping and wishing that Charlotte would at least hit her back.
I know, right?
Oh,
at least a pull apart.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. This would have been a perfect pull apart for sure.
Your word.
Yeah.
All right. Ziggler comes out with Goldberg's music.
Funny, but done it before.
Yeah, and then of course he's out with Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
And then he attacks freaking Rey, and then Ali came out. Fuck it. I'm just tired of them herbing Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Don't herb my 619.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love you, Rey. All right, I gave this shit a 0.5.
I gave it a 1. I was being nice.
Not me. Not when you're herbing my boy Rey. Anyway, okay. Ziggler versus Ali.
Yep.
All right. Ali is the winner.
Yeah, no.
No, I mean Ziggler. Sorry, my bad. I wanted Ali to win. I gave it a 1.5. It was a good match.
Yeah, I gave it a 1.5. It wasn't that great because Ali lost. He's another one. Don't put him in with Ali. You know, I mean, out of all people, because you've been, and the reason why I'm saying that is because you've been doing all these little vignettes with him, and then yet you still got him hurt to Dolph Ziggler. And
Dolph is a good wrestler, but
he is.
He's beyond his time, and it's time to let the young guys go.
He's getting way too much TV time, number one. And number two, it's just that, and I'm not discrediting Apollo Crews, but that this should have been for like Apollo Crews.
Right. Yeah.
You know, because they did kind of like a little bit of push with him. This would have been, he should have been the one to come out to save Ray, and then that match happened. Then Dolph destroys him or whatever. Then that was like, okay, fine. I would have dug that better. Yeah, accept that better than having Ali do it.
Right.
Because everybody knows what's going to happen now. After SummerSlam is going to be Ali versus Ziggler.
Yep.
So,
anyway. Okay. So then is Roman's interview. Mm-hmm. You know, he's going to find out who did it. Mm-hmm. It was stupid. Anyway. Natalya versus Ember Moon. Mm-hmm. Okay. This match went about 2 minutes when Natalya put Ember in the sharpshooter. Natalya got counted out, and then Bayley came on and pushed Natalya off. You know, we saw this already so many times.
It's like they repeated it.
I know, right?
And I've said this before, too. SmackDown has a tendency to copy the night before Raw. It's like, don't do that. Stop.
I know, right? I gave it a 1.
I gave it a 1.
KO came out to the Kevin Owens show with guest Shane. Elias comes out and attacks Kevin. Then Shane jumps in. Kevin gave Elias the stunner, and then Shane picked up the table on Kevin. Why?
Yeah. And what's cracking me up though is that they act like that table is like 1,000 pounds.
I know,
and it's not. Please stop. It's enough. You know, it's enough.
I gave this piece of shit a 1.
I gave it a 1.5. Again, I was being nice.
Sami Zayn promo talking about Aleister Black, but Aleister Black said they were going to fight right now.
Yeah, while he was laying on his back.
Yeah. Aleister Black is the winner. I gave this a 2.5.
Wow.
I was a little bit interested in this.
Wow. I'm either being really nice, which is a rarity for me on a SmackDown, but I gave it a 3. Yep, I gave it a 3 because Aleister Black is just that good. And Sami Zayn, when he does his matches, man, he gives it all.
Yeah, he gives it 110%. Yes.
Yeah, so I gave it a 3.
New Day versus Daniel Bryan and Rowan. And of course the New Day is who? I mean the New Day is who? Who's the winner? New Day by DQ.
Well, they won by DQ. So.
But still, come on. Yeah. I gave this a 2.
I gave it a 2.5.
Yeah.
Gave it a 2.5.
I gave it a 2. I was not I don't know. I wasn't interested in Raw at all.
Yeah.
So.
All right. On the last part.
Oh, yeah. Then in the back, Roman asked everyone except Buddy Murphy to leave the locker room. He asked Buddy if he knew who did it. Buddy said no. But if he did, he wouldn't tell Roman. Roman started beating the shit out of him until Buddy said it was Rowan who did it.
Yeah. But then what was weird is that Daniel Bryan and Rowan, like Daniel's face was just weird. He was looking like he didn't know anything about it.
Well, Daniel's face is always weird.
Yeah, but no, I mean, he had to look like as if he didn't know what was going on.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
SmackDown for me was a 1.5.
I also gave SmackDown overall was a 2. The actual numbers though, it was a 1.785.
Damn.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously rounds up to a 2, and I mean, it was just, it was terrible. It was bad.
It was churlish.
It was just churlish. It was very churlish. All right. So, yep, there you go. There's your SmackDown. All right, so
that was supposed to be in the beginning, wasn't it?
What?
SmackDown breakdown.
We did that. Oh. You don't remember the monstrosity of that?
It was good.
No, it was not.
It was so good.
It was terrible. All right, so let's go on to NXT POV.
Mamma mia!
It started with William Regal is in the ring for the contract signing for the Street Profits in the Undisputed Era. Good promo by the Street Profits. I like this one. They showed emotion. They didn't, they clowned around a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. I was like really impressed with these guys. The fans were behind it. I was behind it. I dug it. Because it felt natural too.
Yeah.
They goofed around, and that's what I don't like about them. But when they did this promo, it really did felt natural. Would have been a lot better if they did a pull apart in this case. Then it would have been like, all right, some shit's about to go down.
Word.
So this whole segment, I gave it a 2.5.
This whole segment, I also gave it a 2.5.
Wow.
I know.
All right, so then NXT was nothing but fucking video packages. My God. Video package of the Triple Threat. Then a video package of Mia Yim and Shayna Baszler. Then they went to a match. the breakout star tournament, Shane Thorne versus Joaquin Wilde. The winner was Shane Thorne. I think Joaquin Wilde should have won this one.
Yeah.
Man, this match was... I didn't mean to do that either. But I was like in the middle with this. That's why I gave it a 2.5 stars. Because it wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't really that bad either. So
right. I
had to call it down the middle, so that's why I gave it a 2.5.
Yeah, I kind of gave it a 2. I agree with you that Joaquin should have won.
Yeah. So then, of course, what was next? Another video package of Io Shirai and Candice LeRae that's going to come up at NXT TakeOver. Then it was supposed to be Matt Riddle versus Killian Dane. But while Matt was walking down the ring, giving his little bros, Killian Dane attacked him. Match never started. I was like, this was about a waste. They could have did this at NXT TakeOver, so I gave it a 1.
I gave it a 0.5.
Wow. And then, of course, what was next? Another video package of the breakout tournament. Like, they couldn't have done this right before that match. They waited till later. And then they did another video package of Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano. Went way too long. Jeez, my God. I mean, I'm getting, and the thing of it is, I'm getting so sick and tired of Johnny Gargano main eventing just about every main event at every freaking takeover for the past year and a half.
And he's not even that good.
He's not that good. I mean, no. I can't say that. He is good. But what I see in Johnny Gargano is what I see in Dolph Ziggler. He oversells, my Jesus. Oversells like you would not believe. Yeah, her too. So I gave it a 0.5. I was just so bored and out of it. I was like, wow, NXT, man, you guys need to step up your game as far as a go-home show because this was bad.
It was horrible.
This was terrible.
It was terrible.
But the overall, I gave it a 2. The Street Profits, I love that, and that was the only good thing about this. But don't get it twisted. The actual was a 1.6, okay?
But yeah, I gave it a 2, but my actual was actually a 1.5.
Yeah.
I mean,
technically it should be a 1.5, actually.
Yeah.
So.
You know what? I have to say.
What?
That this week's take-home show, all 3 sucked.
Yeah.
Hairy balls.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
All right, so now it's time for the SmackDown versus Raw versus NXT. I'll go first. I'm only going to go off of my paperwork from what I gave the ratings because you're right. For a go-home show, all 3 were bad. NXT was worse, in my opinion. But this is what I got. I got SmackDown. I got at a 1.78 and 785. Sorry. And for Raw, I got a 2.388, and for NXT, I got a 1.6. So I'm just going with what I have.
Right.
And so for me, though, it goes Raw, SmackDown, and then NXT. Mimi Goody.
Yeah. For me, it went Raw. Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Even though NXT and SmackDown had...
They were both bad.
1.5.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed SmackDown better than I did NXT.
Right.
So,
NXT was just bad.
Yeah, NXT was really bad. So I think, according to my list, Raw is up 8.
No, Raw's up 8.
Yeah. And then NXT is 8. So they both tie, and SmackDown has 2. Who's saying the numbers? Me or you?
Both. How about that? And I know you just suck your teeth. All right, so now, So now next week, Rick still won't be here.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. He's living it up in Spain right now.
And then he bitches about me.
I know, right?
Taking time off. Well, it's not even time off. I was at least working my other job.
Right. All right. So now we are going to. This is like a warm up, so to speak. The NXT Takeover Toronto. We're going to give our own little predictions. It's a little bit of a warm up for the SummerSlam. So, all right, here we go. Now, again, guys, just understand that these are not in order. Remember that they are not in order.
Not in order, yes.
And if an extra match happened to happen, then it happens. It's not going to count. Happen. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so the triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship, Velveteen Dream versus Pete Dunne versus Roderick Strong. I'm going to go with Pete Dunne. I think he's going to take it. That way Velveteen Dream can start getting ready to get up to the main roster. What you got?
I'm going to do the same and go with P. Diddy.
P. Diddy. You couldn't say his last name, could you?
No, P. Diddy.
All right.
I agree. Because, I mean, first of all, Velveteen is a champion. He's been the champion for a while now. Mm-hmm. And for the last couple of months, they haven't done shit with him.
No.
So it's time.
I think his time in NXT is done. I think he overstayed his welcome, and I'm looking forward to him to be up in the main roster.
Right,
but not on SmackDown. He needs to be on Raw.
Yes,
he does.
Yes.
Up next, Candice LeRae versus Io Shirai. Io Shirai better fucking win this match. That's all I gotta say. I mean, it was your turn, but I took it.
I know.
But Io Shirai should. I'm going for her. They better not let Candice LeRae win. If they do, I'm going to be very, very upset. Who you got?
I got Io Shirai.
All right. Then up next is for the NXT Tag Team Championship, the Street Profits versus Undisputed Era. Who you going for?
I'm going for the Street Profits.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As much as they've been showing them at Raw.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, now here's the deal. Here's how I look at it. I want the Street Profits to win, but then I kind of want them to lose because the Undisputed Era will have all the belts, number one. And number two, well, except for the Roderick Strong for the North American. I don't think he'll win that. If he does win that, and then the Undisputed Era wins the tag, then they'll have all the belts,
right?
Except for the women. But it's like I want to see with the and I'm only I shouldn't, but I'm only basing this off that promo that they did. That they should if they win, all right, fine. But keep them in NXT. Don't do these little vignettes with them on Raw.
Yeah, I
hate those. I hate those little segments with them. But if they lose, then bring them up to Raw. Yeah, sure.
Right. So it would, I wouldn't be mad if they win or lose.
No, I wouldn't either. But I'm all right. So for a prediction for me, I'm gonna go with the Undisputed Era.
All right.
But my thing is that if they go to the main roster, I have a bad feeling they'll probably get herbed.
Of course.
You know, I mean, AOP, the guy is off injury, and they haven't even put them on TV yet.
No.
Look how Vince McMahon feels about the Viking Raiders. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
The tag division needs to step it up.
Right.
I mean, well, you know what? No, it's not being a fact of stepping up. It's the fact of using them properly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think with Paul Heyman there, I'm hoping he can change that.
Me too.
Anyway, all right. So up next, wait, you gave your prediction?
I said Street Profits.
Did you? All right. NXT Women's Championship match: Shayna Baszler versus Mia Yim. I want Mia Yim.
I want Mia Yim.
Mia Yim needs to win, man.
She needs
and
this
Shayna
win.
Baszler is another one that needs to get called up. She's
Absolutely.
due. Main event, 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Championship. First call. Jesus. How am I doing? First fall is a classic match. Second fall is a street fight. Third fall stipulation will be decided by William Regal. Adam Cole, baby, versus Johnny Gargano. Who you picking on this?
I'm picking Adam Cole, baby.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm going with Adam Cole.
I don't want Johnny Gargano.
I don't want. Oh God, I'm so done with him. Stop.
Stop.
Yeah.
Tony says stop.
Done. Jeepers creepers,
Tony
man.
says stop.
Yeah, I did. All right. So now it is time for the WPOV Summerslam pay-per-view points game. All right. So those that are new to the show, here we fucking go again.
Here we go again. Same old shit again.
Okay, a lot of people don't know that. All right. Now, here's the deal. Here's the rules, and here's how you play. If this is your first time playing, pay attention, okay? Each match is worth so many points. Obviously, if it's a championship match, they're either a 10-pointer or a 20-pointer with an added stipulation of an extra 3 points if you can predict if it's going to be a pin, submission, DQ, count out. If you pick a no contest, means nobody wins, you cannot pick a winner. Okay, so say like for instance the U.S. match, it's a 10-pointer with a 3-point stipulation between AJ Styles and Ricochet. You have up to 10 points to bid on that match. You have up to 10 points. What a lot of people's been doing lately is they've been maxing their shit. And then the thing of it is, if you're wrong, you can lose up to 13 points and you'll be in the negative. And you don't want to be in the negative, man. But if you're right, yeah, you can gain 13 points, okay? Now, the thing of it is, like I said, a lot of people max out their points, and we've had a lot of people that gets the very last place award of the Rick Serrano, the Turd Award.
The Turd Award.
Which is right now owned by Paul T. Phillips from the last game. So that's what you get, okay?
Turd Phillips.
That's what the T is for. There you go. All right. So now that's it, people. Just pick a winner. Guess how many, bid your points. The max points for each match is posted, and we post it on Sunday. And just guess the stipulation, what happens, Pick it. Pin, submission, whatever. Pick it. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. You get those points, and you can be our new champion. By the way, who is currently held by Clay Cummings. I said that all wrong.
I know.
Clay Cummings.
And
this SummerSlam pay-per-view points game, it's not brought to you by the letter Q, but it is brought to you by the mystery box. That's right. You guys don't even have a clue what's in the box. I took a peek at it, and I'm like, good Lord.
I wanted to.
And it's you guys determine what kind of good Lord is it? A bad good Lord or a good Lord?
Good Lord.
But there's stuff in it. That's all I gotta say. That's all I'm gonna say is that there's stuff in it. Okay? So if you are the new wrestling POV champion, you get it. It will be mailed to you. All right, so Clay Cummings, he won the last one, the WrestleMania one. He won a $50 gift card. Will he repeat again? I don't know. He could be. Our interstate champion, Addison Miller. And, of course, the overseas champion is, of course, myself, Tony Diaz, because I almost took it. So, thank you. So I might take it this. I think I'm going to win it.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm going to prevent everybody from winning the mystery box.
I don't think so.
All right, so we ready?
It would be funny if Rich Serrano the turd.
What about that? What?
That he wins it from his vacation and shit.
Wins? He can't. He's not eligible. He can't. He can win.
But neither are you. Champion. You're not eligible.
But I'm taking it from the people.
Oh, well.
That's our job.
Whatever.
No, it's not. Whatever. It is what it is. All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, and again, folks, this is not in order. Okay, it's not. So don't freaking get on me because it's not in order. All right, for the Cruiserweight Championship, Drew Gulak versus Oney Lorcan. Mimi, you'll go first.
Well, I'm gonna go with Drew.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go 6 points. Submission.
Okay. I'm also gonna go with Drew Gulak. I'm gonna go 7 points pin. Up next, we got the U.S. Championship. AJ Styles versus Ricochet. This is also a 10-pointer with a 3-point stipulation. On me, right? Or you?
Yes, you.
On me. As much as I want Ricochet to win, I think AJ Styles is going to win it. So I'm going with AJ Styles. But my thing is that I don't know if the club of the OC, if they're going to be ringside, he might win by DQ. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Shit. Damn. No. I was thinking as far as like Ricochet, but like he could win by DQ.
Right.
But no, I'm going to go, damn. Nah, this is going to really hurt Ricochet if he loses, I think. I'm going to go AJ Styles because I think they want to keep the belts on them. So I'll still go AJ Styles. I'm going to go 5 points and pin. Because I think if the OC, if Gallows and Anderson is there, they might do something so that way, yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Well,
what do you got?
I'm opposite of you.
Okay.
I think Gallows and Anderson is going to interfere.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be Ricochet, 8 points by DQ, and AJ is going to maintain the belt.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and they very well can go that route. Up next, Finn Balor versus The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. This is only 5 points. Mimi, who you got?
I got Bray, 5 points.
So do I. 5 points for Bray Wyatt and The Fiend. Up next, we have Owens' career on the line. Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. This is only 5 points. It's on me or you?
It's on you.
Me? I'm going with Kevin Owens. They're not going to make him quit. So I'm going with Kevin Owens, 5 points. Who you got?
I did Kevin Owens, 4 points.
4 points?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then up next is Charlotte Flair versus Trish Stratus. This is only 5 points too. It's on you. Who you got?
Yes, I did Trish, 4 points.
Okay, I'm going Trish 5 points because the legend thing and all that other stuff. And plus, it's in Toronto. They're not going to make her lose in Toronto.
Right. She's not Bailey.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Right? All right. So this is a submission match. So, So the stipulation, dang, I might have to, yeah. So this is going to be a 13-point match then. Being that they can only win by submission. So submission match, Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch versus Natalya. It's on me.
Yep.
Becky Lynch, she's going to retain, and I'll go the full 13.
All right.
Yeah.
And I also went with Lynch, but I did 10 points.
Okay. Now the SmackDown Women's Championship match, Bayley versus Ember Moon. This is 10 points with 3 stipulation. It's on me. Mm-hmm. This one is a little bit hard. This one, because I want Ember Moon to win this championship. Oh, that's boy,
baby.
Yeah. Oh man, and we really, I didn't pick no title changes at all yet.
Nope.
So I think this is going to be it. I'm going to go with Ember Moon. I'm going to go 8 points, and I'm going to go pin. Who you got?
I got Ember Moon, 9 points with a pin.
Wow. All right. And then up next, we got Goldberg versus Dolph Ziggler, 5 points. Who you got?
Goldberg, 4 points.
I got Goldberg, 5 points. Up next, we have the WWE Championship, Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton. This is 20 points with the 3-point stipulation. Who you got?
I just went first. You go first.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
You sure?
I was going to say Goldberg, 4 points.
Oh, well, I was counting as we said it at the same time.
No.
But shit. I think Kofi's going to retain. I'm going to go 15 points. And I think he's going to get him with a pin. So there you go.
Oh, God.
Who you got?
I
don't know.
I don't want Kofi to win.
I don't either. I don't think a lot of people do.
Okay.
Yep.
And Randy Orton is supposed to be like the what is it? The legend killer.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with this
match. I know, but
Kofi's not a legend.
And I hate Randy Orton too. That's the thing. I hate them both. And I really think this is SummerSlam. Kofi needs to get rid of the belt. Mm-hmm. But Randy Orton doesn't need another title.
Well, I mean, he could.
Yeah, I know,
but hurt him.
Yeah, but it's not gonna. I'm just done with Randy already.
I think a lot of people are done with Kofi, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Randy Orton, 19 points.
Whoa!
And let's do a pin.
All right. Then the main event for the Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. This is also 20 points with a 3-point stipulation. Mimi, who you got?
Seth Rollins.
Really?
8 points with a pin.
Really? You know, I want to go that route too, but...
I mean, if it's...
I know Rick will be freaking going crazy if Seth Rollins wins.
Right, but if the rumor is true that they want Brock at Fox and SmackDown...
SummerSlam? I mean, and SmackDown, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't have him
as Universal champion.
Right.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So that's why I chose it. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it would have been the other way around.
Right.
So I'm just going by.
How many points you went?
I went 15.
Wow. You know what? I'll go. You know what? Yeah. Fuck it. I'll go Seth Rollins, and I'll go 17 points. Mm-hmm. And because I think he's been getting his ass whooped. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go full 20.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Talk about not maxing out your points.
I didn't max all of them.
Some of them, just a couple.
So I'm going to go 20 points, Seth Rollins, and I'm going to go with a pin. He's going to hit him.
He's got to do a sneaky pin. You know what I mean?
Well, he's either going to have to do a low blow to the balls.
Like he did the last
time. And then do like 10 curb stomps. And, yeah, he's going to have to.
Yeah.
Bingo!
All right. So, and of course, we add this just for fun. And because it's happened all the time, but the funny thing is that ever since we incorporated this in it, I think it happened once.
Yeah.
Which is the Spanish announce table. Will it get destroyed? This one is 5 points, though, so it's either a yes or no.
Yeah, yes.
And it's no wagering on this one either. It's a straight up 5 points. So you're going yes? I'm going no.
I'm
going to go no. Jesus Christ. So there you have it, folks. The Wrestling POV SummerSlam pay-per-view points game. And good luck to you all. And tell a friend, will you?
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend to play, man.
Invite a friend.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You got to tell them the rules that they have to share.
Well, I didn't have time to put a picture up and say to share so you can win the mystery box.
So this one it's a freebie that
they don't have to share like the game.
Right.
They can, as long as they like the page, then they can play.
Okay.
So if you have friends that want to play, in order to be eligible, they do have to like the Wrestling POV page
on Facebook.
So I don't know. Should I have them share the pay-per-view points game?
I think so. That's the rules that we.
Well, that was because of the picture though of the I posted for the WrestleMania one. This one I didn't have time to because I've been really busy. I'm having surgery soon, so I didn't have time. So no, just just like the page.
All right.
As long as they like the page, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you know people that wants to play, have them play, but they gotta like the page. All right. So now it is time for the Wrestling POV's book. Those that are new to the show, what happens is we put the most ridiculous things that happens in the week of wrestling. And this week we didn't put nobody in. Ain't that some shit?
Word.
And all it is that we laugh, we joke. Sometimes it's just ridiculous. And we want to talk more about how ridiculous it is. All right, so we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Shams. Look. Oh, boy.
I think Tony's
I didn't even
grandma.
drink yet. Now, I thought we said that we were going to put a couple in the lifer, didn't we?
Yes.
Do you remember which one? Because I don't.
Well,
all right, Shane's damn ego times 8. That one would no. That it stays, but that one we said we was going to wait till SummerSlam.
Right.
After SummerSlam, see what happens on that Tuesday. Matt Riddle's Chonkla stays. Lafayette
and those
Louise.
who don't know what chancletas are, there's flip-flops.
Lafayette, Louisiana crowd stays. Kofi's mic privileges times 3. I don't remember if that was one of them.
No, it wasn't.
No?
No.
But it stays.
Yeah.
Kofi's 11 year.
That was one of them.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, that's.
But they did say it again though.
Yeah.
Kofi's armpit tatas.
That
definitely stays because it's funny to say. New Day's fucking. Oh no, that's a lifer.
Yes.
It's a lifer.
Pancakes is a lifer.
Pancakes is a lifer, so it goes in the lifetime part. Kofi's crooked middle finger. This is like Kofi 4 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
My God. Nicole Cross. She stays even though she won the book. The belt. Even though she won the belts. That's all right.
But she's too like.
Maybe she'll turn on Alexa. Who knows and go crazy. That would be cool.
Then she'll get out the book.
Yeah. Bailey's badunkadunk.
Yeah,
2 out of 3 falls ain't bad.
I don't know the song.
That's by Meatloaf.
I don't know who Meatloaf
You know
is.
who Meatloaf.
I know it tastes good though.
Oh Jesus! All right, Colt Cabana's broke ass. It stays because he is so mad that he got rid of his podcast because he says he's losing viewers. Fuckface. Hate him. I do. I can't stand him. And finally, Natalia's stinky promo.
Her promo was a little bit better.
It was better, yeah, but
it still stinks.
It still stinks. Yeah. We'll leave it in there for now. See what happens after SummerSlam, if she wins the title or not, and if she does do another promo. We'll see. But wow, that's the end of the show. Yeah. Share it, pokes. Now I'm a cowboy.
Yeah, sure.
Share it there, pokes. Man, you know what? I need a damn beer. That's what I need.
Do.
Holy shit. And a shot of tequilas. All right, so that's it for the show. All right. Finally, when I end the show, I play a song off my list of over 1 trillion songs. And all you have to do is beat the Wrestling POV crew. All right? And don't lie. Don't, because I'll know. Yeah, I'll know. I will know.
He's the all-knowing.
But basically, all it is that's how we ride off into the sunset. Until next week, if we will have a new champion, we might. And it's going to be me because I don't want nobody to have the box. You sons of bitches. With that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mini Duty.
And that's it, motherfuckers. Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out.
All right, you ready?
Adios.
Jesus. Here we go. The Booty Man.
I have
That
no
was from
clue.
WCW.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening. We had this the other day, like a couple episodes ago.
Holler if you hear me.
No, I'm not going to.
Yes! Yo, women from Australia.
Hell yeah.
No.
They need them belts back.
They do.
They need to give them the belts back.
And we don't own the rights to this song.
Yeah, in case you didn't hear, we don't own the rights. Sons of bitches. What a way to end the show. Good way to end the show. For our people in Australia. I'm going to be new champion. You watch. I mean, nobody's getting that damn box.
Adios.
What? You said adios? Again?